So here it is, our completed welcome mat at the end of the first 20 days. We learned 20 stitches in our crochet stitches sampler, and now we are going to finish it off by adding a border around it so that we have clean edges. Okay, before we add our edges in, we want to make sure we tuck in all our strings. So I tucked in most of the strings on the first half, but now I need to tuck in the strings from this last half. I want to make sure I tuck them into the back side. So I look for my bobbles, and then I make sure that I put my strings in on the other side onto the back side. And to tuck the strings, I'm just going to use my tapestry needle. I'm going to insert my needle into the stitches. Pull it through and then trim that string up. And that's how you tuck your strings. Alright, so I've got all of my strings tucked in and I am ready to add my border. I decided to go with the pine color just because I started with the dark red and I ended with the light gray. I thought I'd just go ahead and do the border in the dark green. So you can pick whatever stitch you want for the border that didn't require multiple rows to make that stitch. So today I think I'm going to go with a half double crochet border, and I think I might do 2 rows of it. So I'm going to begin by coming down with the front side facing me to the right edge, and I'm going to attach the green yarn. Oops. And then I'm going to make a half double crochet into each stitch on this row, and then I will meet you at the end of the row when we're ready to work down the edge. Okay, here I am at the end of the row, and I'm ready to turn my work and work down the other edge. But to make a really nice corner, I've already put 1 half double crochet into that stitch, and I'm going to work 2 more half double crochets to really make a nice corner. Okay, and now I'm going to put a half double crochet essentially at the end of each row, because there's not really a stitch because we're on the edge of our piece. And that is how you can add a border to the edge. I'm going to put a stitch at the end of each row. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this edge. Then I will work this side just the way I did the red one, where I will put a half double crochet into each stitch, making sure at each corner I put 3 half double crochets into that last stitch. And then I will work the other raw edge the way I am crocheting the one I'm working on now. So I will meet you when I have put this green border along the entire piece. So I just finished going all the way around, and I wanted to show you a couple of things that I noticed that I don't think I've shown you before. So when we are finished, we want to join this stitch to the first stitch we had with a slip stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, and then take that loop and pull it through the other loop. And that just kind of gives it a nice clean rounded edge, and it all works together. The other thing I wanted to show you is some of the rows will need more than one stitch. Like here's the treble crochets. and if you only put one stitch at the end of the treble crochet, which is like 3, stitches tall, then it won't work out. So just if you come to a end of a row that's a little longer, it's okay to add more than 1 stitch to that row. So here's my rug with only 1 row of the half double crochet around for the border. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one because I just think it will make it look a little more clean on the edges. So I'll meet you guys when I'm finished doing a second row of the half double crochet border around the rug. So I've come to the corner of my second row, and I wanted to show you real quick what I do on the corner. Remember last time we put 3 stitches into that last stitch. I'm going to take that middle of the 3 stitches and I'm going to put 2 half double crochets into that middle of the 3 and then just continue on my way. And that will help it just have that nice corner still, nice and round, and it won't peel up, like get kind of curly on you. So there you go. So here's my rug after 2 rows of a half double crochet border around, and I could just leave it like this and that would be perfectly fine, but I'm going to show you guys how to add tassels onto the ends if you guys were interested in doing that. So I will show you guys that next. To add the tassels, I cut some groups of yarn, and so I always kind of cut myself a measuring yarn that I use, and this one's about 6.5 inches, and then I take it to my yarn and I just kind of fold the yarn over itself until I have it folded 10 times. So there's 2, and then I'll fold it again for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I would cut the yarn here, and then I would go to the ends where there are loops, and I would cut each loop so that it's straight yarn, and cut each loop, and then I just set that group of yarn aside, and I'll show you what to do to add it to your rug next. Once I have cut my group of yarn, my tassel, I'm going to use a larger crochet hook. I'm using this 10 millimeter size N to do this. And I was spacing my tassels about 2 or 3 stitches apart, just depending on how many you want. And so here I am in my last spot. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to take my group of yarn kind of in the middle and wrap it around the hook. And I'm going to pull it through. And then holding tight to one side of the yarn, the group of yarn, I'll pull until the other side comes through. So then I have my yarn through like that, and then I'm going to use a piece of yarn that I cut off and just tie a knot around the group of yarn. Like that. So here it is, my completed crochet stitches sampler rug. I really enjoyed making it. I hope you all enjoyed making one too. If you made one, please post and tag me so I can see it. And I will see you all next month when we do a new Make With Me project. Bye!
If you would like to see more Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a video.